Hey guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. So, I am here with a much overdue book haul. To be honest, this is my third time recording this video and it's just gonna have to be right this time. So the first time I recorded this, by the time I was ready to put it up, I had bought more books. So I figured, oh, I'll just re-record it and upload it later. And then I re-recorded it and I didn't like the footage that I had. I didn't like my attitude. I didn't like how I was talking. I just was not a fan of that video. So we are here for the third time recording this book haul and I'm super excited to share with you guys the things that I have picked up. I don't even know, let me see. I have 13 books and 3 items that are not books, and I'm just excited to show you guys. I'm super excited about everything that I've picked up. I actually bought most of these books within the months of February and March. That's why I say this is an overdue book haul, because they've literally just been like chilling. Just waiting to be shown. I do have some books that I did pick up recently, but for the most part, they've just been sitting on my bookshelf and I just need to show you guys what I picked up. I'm gonna start with the 3 items that are not books, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so these 3 items that I have, I actually did not buy these. One of my coworkers actually gave these to me and I'm super grateful. I love them so much. She gave me 3 of her Funko Pops. So we have this, I almost dropped her. So we have this Harley Quinn and I love her. Y'all, I swear Harley's head is just never proportionate with her body on these Funko Pops. So like this one back here, she can't stand up by herself. She's like leaning up against a Rubik's Cube because she just can't stand up by herself. Luckily, this one does, so she's gonna look beautiful with my collection. So I have Harley, and then you guys know my favorite superhero of all time is Batman. So she gave me this little Batman Funko and I love him. Look at him, he's so cute. I love Batman. I'm not sure which Batman this one is. I kind of want to say this is the Batman v Superman one, but I'm not sure. I don't know, but it's Batman regardless and I love him and he's super cute. Love him to death. Look at him. All right, and the last one that she gave me is probably my favorite of the 3. My favorite villain, which is probably everybody's favorite villain, is the Joker, of course. And she gave me this little Funko Pop, and it's the Heath Ledger version, so it's the Dark Knight Joker, and I love him so much. He's so cute. Oh, he's perfect, and I'm actually kind of considering like bringing them to work, like back to work, and just having them on my desk. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put them on my bookshelf or put them on my desk? To be honest, there's so much clutter on my desk. I probably should just leave them here, but they're just so cute. I just love them. So I have these. So those are my 3 non-bookish items, and let's get to the books. All right, so the first one I have here is actually a graphic novel, and I picked this one up from the comic book store. They were having a sale on graphic novels, and that is Saga Volume 5. So I'm only on Volume 5. I think they are currently, Volume 9 just came out. But I just picked up Volume 5 because this is the next one that I need to read. I love this graphic novel series. These are such easy reads. You know, it's about 2, I guess aliens, yeah, from 2 different planets that fall in love and they have a baby and people are out to get them because it's like 2 different races coming together, having a baby. It's super good. It's very graphic, so I would say this is more for the adults, but it's such a good series. I absolutely love it. I love the artwork in all of these. So if you haven't read Saga, definitely pick them up. Okay, the next 2 books that I picked up are my most recent pickups. I got these from Half Price Books, and those are Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander, and this one is Charms and Chocolate Chips, and this is by Bailey Cates. These are 2 cozy mysteries, and the reason that I picked these up, I'm really trying to get more into cozy mysteries. I've been following Courtney from Courtagonist, and she's all about the cozies, and the few that I have read, I absolutely love them. And her birthday is coming up in June, and she is planning on doing like a cozy readathon, so I figured I would pick up some books for that readathon coming up. But about these, so this one here, this is Charms and Chocolate Chips. This is actually book 3 in this series. I've read the first 2, and this is about a girl. Her name is Katie Lightfoot. She moves to Savannah with her aunt and uncle, and she decides to open up a bakery, and then she finds out that she's from this line of witches, and her aunt's a witch, and all this stuff, and then people around her and her aunt and uncle die, and, you know, just a cozy mystery. So you're solving a murder mystery. This one by Ellie Alexander, Meet Your Baker. I don't really know what this one's about, but I know Courtney from Courtagonist loves Ellie Alexander. I think it's her favorite author, so I'm sure to enjoy this one. So I can't wait to get to those. And once I find out what's going on with the cozy readathon, I will let you guys know my TBR and everything, but yeah, that's for later. Okay, the next 2 books are also books in a series. Well, they're in one series, and I picked these up because I had gotten into this mood where I really thought I was going to be into these books. But to be honest, these books might be in my next unhaul. And those are Living Dead in Dallas and Club Dead. These are both by Charlene Harris. This is the Sookie Stackhouse series, which the show True Blood is based after. I got into this mood where I thought I was going to watch True Blood. I had never watched it before. It was on Prime Video. All the seasons were on there. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this. Then I read the first book, which is, oh, I always forget what it's called, Dead Until Dark. So I've read the first book. My mom's friend let me borrow hers after I had read Twilight because I thought I was just going to be in this big vampire mood. And the book gave me nightmares, so I didn't pick up the rest of the series, but I felt like I was older now. I can watch the TV show, and I'll just read the books along as I watch the TV show. Well, I got like 2.5 episodes in, and I just cannot do it. The show is weird. I don't like it. It made me uncomfortable, and now I own these 2 books, and I don't want to read them. So I'm kind of over it. These will probably be in the next unhaul, but I figured I'd show them to you guys just to let you know I did pick them up, but probably not gonna read them. Okay, the next book I've actually already read, and I was super excited about it, and it was a really fun and enjoyable read, and that is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. So this is about, I always forget her name, Stella. Stella, she has Asperger's, and she wants to fall in love and learn more about sex, so she decides to hire an escort to let him teach her all the things that is involved with that, and they fall for each other in a way. There are feelings, and yeah, it's a bit smutty, I will say that. I mean, she hires a male escort. It was a cute story. I didn't quite enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but it was still an enjoyable read. So I would say definitely check it out. And I do know that the next book by Helen Huang, The Bride Test, just recently came out. I'm still not sure if it's a companion book or if it's a sequel or what, but I do know people have been raving about that one, so I definitely want to pick that one up too. But for now, I do have The Kiss Quotient. And again, I actually really loved this title just because I'm a math major and I love math, and it's The Kiss Quotient. Like, I just thought it was cute. But yes, I picked this one up. Okay, the next book I picked up, I think I was recommended this by somebody on BookTube. I can't remember. I think they were talking about like fun contemporary romances and something like that. But I saw this in Half Price Books and I decided to pick it up, and that is Jemima J by Jane Green. And Jemima Jones is her name. Yeah, that's her name. And she's overweight, and I think it's just like a cute little contemporary romance love story. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of the Heather Wells series by Meg Cabot that I absolutely love. You know, those are size 12 is not fat, size 14 is not fat either. And it just kind of reminded me of that. So I have heard that Jane Green is a great author, and a lot of people really do love her books. So I decided to pick this one up and see how I like it. And I actually think this is a series too. So I think this is book 1. So I'll have to look out for the rest of the books. But this is it. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, the next book that I picked up is actually kind of like an older book, but I've recently been seeing a lot of people on BookTube talk about it and rave about it and say how much they like it. And that is Tiger Lily, and this is by Jodi Lynn Anderson. So this is basically a retelling of Peter Pan, and it's following Tiger Lily, and I think it's, Okay, I've heard it's narrated by her, and then I've also heard it's narrated by Tinkerbell, so I'm not exactly sure which one it is. But I've heard this is a really good story. It kind of follows Tiger Lily and her and Peter Pan and their relationship, and it's before Wendy shows up and all of that fun stuff. And yeah, I'm really interested in it. I'm not the biggest fan of Peter Pan, like Disney movie. It's not my favorite. But I did want to read this just because I've heard such good reviews about it. So hopefully I can get to this one pretty soon. Okay, this next book I picked it up specifically for a like readathon. Well, not a readathon, like a read along. And I totally failed at the read along. So yeah, now I have this book, but I do want to get to it. And that is Days of Blood and Starlight. And this is by Laini Taylor. This is book 2 in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I picked this up because, oh, I just blanked on her name. Completely blanked on her name. There's a YouTuber out there, a booktuber out there, and she decided to do a read-along of the trilogy, and it was supposed to start in March, where you were supposed to read Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and then read this one the next month, and then the third book, and I never picked up Daughter of Smoke and Bone, so I just never got to it, so I haven't gotten to this one, but now I own it. So my whole thing is I plan on buying the entire trilogy so I can read all the way through. I just failed when I was supposed to, but I've heard that this trilogy is very good, and I know people are loving Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, so yeah, hopefully I can get to this one soon. Hopefully I can find the first book and have the whole trilogy soon enough. But yeah, I kind of failed when I got it, but you know, it happens. All right, the next book I picked this up at Barnes & Noble one day. They were having a 50% off sale on like newer books. And I just decided to go pick up a few, and I've heard great things about this book. I honestly couldn't tell you much about it, but I do know people like raved about it on BookTube, and that is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow. And it's just a fun middle grade. It's super cute. I know people have said, like, if you love Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, things like that, you will absolutely love this one. I love the cover of this book. I think it is absolutely beautiful. And I still love reading middle grade. Yes, I will be 30 this year. And no, I don't care if it's middle grade. Sometimes they have amazing stories and I love them. And I can't wait to get to this one, excuse me, because I've just heard nothing but great things. So I bought it and it's beautiful on my bookshelf. So yeah. Okay, the next book, I picked this one up randomly. I was at a garage sale with my cousin and my mom, and one of the booths, it was like a church garage sale, and one of the booths had some books, and so I went through them, and I just saw this one because it was a familiar title, and I picked it up. It was $1. That is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. This is book 1 in the Heroes of Olympus series. I have read some of the Percy Jackson series, the original series, but I didn't finish it. And I know this was the next one, and I just haven't gotten to it. So I picked this up just hoping that eventually one of these days I will get to all of the books. I do plan on finishing the Percy Jackson series and then getting to this one. And then, oh, what's the other one? I can't remember what the other series is called. But I do plan on reading these one of these days. It was $1. I couldn't pass it up. And it's in pretty good condition considering it was at a garage sale. So I have it. It'll go on my shelf. It'll be there whenever. Okay, you guys, this next book, I have read this book. I read it a couple of years ago. I actually have a review for this book on my channel. I absolutely love this book. I thought it was so amazing. I actually listened to the audiobook, so I didn't have the physical book, but I found it at Half Price Books in the clearance section too for like $2. A little upset that it was there, but you know, whatever. It is kind of an older book, but I love it so much, and I'm so glad that I found it. That is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. You guys, this book is amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you have not read this, pick it up. The book has like pictures and all of her stories, and the audio book, it's read by Amy Poehler, but she has special guests. She has her parents, she has Seth Meyers, she has Carol Burnett, she has Patrick Stewart. Like, she has all these people helping her out in the audiobook, and it is so amazing. I love her honesty and everything, and just the story that she goes through in her life and getting to SNL and just everything. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. I highly, highly recommend this book. I'm not a big like nonfiction fan, but once I read this one, I've kind of been more interested in like more celebrities books, I guess. But I love this book. I could rave about it all day long. Seriously, go check it out. I will link my review down below for you guys, but I just love this book, and I'm so happy that I actually have the physical book now. So yes. Alright guys, and the last book that I want to show you guys in this book haul, this is also one that I picked up at Barnes & Noble when they were having their 50% off sale. I will say I'm a little upset that I actually picked this one up now and not a different book, just because I feel like I would have been more interested in the other book than I am of this one, but I've also heard great reviews about this one too, so I guess eventually I'll probably get to it. I guess I'm not as excited about it anymore, but I don't know. We'll see. That is Girls of Paper and Fire. This is by Natasha Ngan. I don't know how to say last name. I'm sorry if I butchered that. To be honest, I don't even remember exactly what this is about. I think it's like the king takes girls and something with Girls of Paper and Fire. Honestly, I don't know. So my other option that I was going to pick up was going to be The Wicked King, which is the second book in the Cruel Prince series, which I do have the first book in that. So I would have had 2 books in the series before the 3rd book came out, and I just didn't end up picking it up, and I picked this one up instead. And now I kind of regret it because I kind of really wanted The Wicked King, but it's okay. I mean, this book is beautiful, so it looks beautiful on my bookshelf. I just not as interested in it as I thought I would be, but it's a beautiful book and I have heard good things about it, so I think eventually I will get to it. It's just not at the top of my list right now, but it's pretty. I love the colors of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. Whew. All right guys, so that is my much overdue book haul. Let's see if I can get all of these books in one shot. Let's see. Oh, don't fall. Okay, so these are all of the books that I have picked up in the past couple of months. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's super late, super overdue, but I had to bring it to you guys eventually. If you guys have read any of these books, please let me know down below what you guys thought of them. Let me know, are there some books that I kind of, didn't seem very interested in that you guys think I should read? Let me know down below. I'm always open to everybody's suggestions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.